Welcome back guys. I hope that you all are doing fine. So far we have discussed about randomization, and from today onwards we are going to discuss about object oriented programming concepts. So as you all will be knowing why object oriented programming is important. So the main important thing which we should keep in mind is reusability, so that you can make use of the same test bench to verify some another design also. This flexibility is possible because of object oriented programming. So there are three pillars of object oriented programming, that is inheritance, encapsulation and polymorphism. So today we are going to discuss about inheritance. So as you all know, inheritance is a concept which is in object oriented programming, and the basic idea behind inheritance is, suppose one base class is there, or we can say one parent class is there, class. So basically in object oriented programming we are going to deal with class and end class, so everything, because it's a dynamic type. So what is happening in the parent class, you define some properties and some methods, and what inheritance provides you, that inheritance provide the flexibility or the feature that you can extend this parent class and you can create one another class. So we will name it as a child class. So in this child class you will inherit, means you will inherit all the properties and methods which are present in the parent class, and there is no need to define again in the child class. So this is a basic concept behind it. Like suppose your parents are having some hobbies, like they would have some hobbies in their childhood, so that hobbies will be inherited to you. Like those, some of the features will be inherited to you, not all. You can add your own features also. Like this is a basic idea. So let's not go into much of the theory, because what you would be knowing about it, you can read it anywhere. So I will write codes, and then you will get more clarity on this. Suppose we will declare one class which is a parent. Okay, this is a parent class, end class, and we will declare properties. Suppose bit 3 down to 0. Suppose let's make like this. Let's create one parameters of rectangle, and let's calculate area and perimeter. So let's declare through two parameters, uh, 3 down to 0. So breadth. Okay. So these are the properties which are present in our class parent. So now you have to inherit these properties, means you have to get these properties from the parent, but you don't need to declare the same properties in the child class. You will inherit it. So this is suppose our class child, and you have to use the keyword extends for this, for inheriting the properties of the parent. So, or we can call this parent as a base class and this child class as a derived class. So for our convenience, for our understanding, we will call this as a parent and this as a child. Okay. So okay, this class, and suppose this child class, and we will write here end class. Now what is happening? We have inherited the properties. This length and breadth are inherited. Now what we want is, we will declare additional properties in it. Suppose 31 down to 0. Let's declare area here. Let's declare area here, and let's call one method here. Let's declare one method here, not call function. Suppose rectangle, rectangle, uh, and function. So what we will do is, we will directly call area equal to length, area equal to length multiplied by breadth. So we will return here, we will display dollar display area equal to percent %d, and this is our area. Okay. So this is how, what is our basic idea. We have declared length and breadth in parent class, and we have inherited those properties in the child class, and we have declared one additional property, that is the area, and now we are calculating this area of the rectangle. So now what we will do, we will declare one module top and end module, and what we will do, we will now declare this, we will declare handle for parent, sorry, child. We will directly access child C. Suppose initial, this is our handle name C. In initial and begin end, what we will do, we will assign memory, that is C equal to new. Okay, now we have assigned the memory. Then what we will do, we will assign length and breadth also. We will assign the value of length and breadth also. Suppose the value of length is 10 and value of breadth is 20. Okay, so what we will do, we have assigned these two values, and now we will call this rectangle method. So this function rectangle, so we will call this rectangle method, rectangle. Let's see now what happens. Let's select simulator as, okay, let's select synopsys VCS. Let's run this. Okay, we are getting one error, child C. We are getting, okay, we have missed semicolon here. That's why this is happening. Okay, we are getting area as a 40. So what we have declared 10 and 20, but still we are getting area as a 40. So this is something wrong, right? Area equal to length multiplied by breadth. So what is happening? We have declared area length equal to 10 and breadth equal to 20, and what we are doing, length 200. So our value should be 200 here. Why we are getting this? Let's see. Yes guys, so why we are getting this 40, let's see now. So yes. So if you see the size of the breadth, it is only up to, it is 4 bits, so up to 16 only we can go. So let's increase the size. Now we will get 200. Yeah, now we are getting area as a 200. So let's do one more thing. Let's declare one function inside this. Let's declare one function which is calculating perimeter. Okay, which is calculating perimeter. So let's declare one variable here, bit 3 down to 0, which is let's call it peri, and we will declare this function peri equal to 2 multiplied by length plus breadth, right? 2 multiplied by length plus breadth, and let's display this dollar display perimeter equal to %d. What is the name? Peri. Okay, and end function. Now this thing keep in mind, suppose you have to call this function in child class. So what you will do, we will use the keyword as a super to access the properties or to access the methods which are present in the parent class. So we will use the method super dot the name of the function, that is peri, P-E-R-I. Let's see whether we are getting this or not. So yes, we are getting perimeter as a 12. Is it correct? Yeah, just check once. What we have declared, 10 plus 20, 30. 10 plus 20, 30, 30 multiplied by 260. So the answer should be 60. Why we are getting 12? So where is the problem? Yes, we have to increase the size. Let's increase perimeter size. 31 down to 0. So size is the issue. We should always keep this in mind. while seeing this. So yes, now we are getting answer as a 60. So guys, this was a brief video about inheritance. So we are going to come up with more videos on object oriented programming. So do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and do join our telegram channel, which is the VLSI chaps. So see you soon guys. Thank you. Bye.